What's up, guys? Time to show off a Porsche build. So this is our first Porsche racing build. Once again, screen printed, colorful dial. So we have nice GTRS looking Porsche here. Screen printed and then backside illumined. I did this in a brushed 160 case with a nice milled crown. Since it had good color to it and it was predominantly had nice yellows and nice reds in it, we did a custom yellow with red painted edges Italian leather strap with white stitching. Then I did a tachymeter style exterior bezel insert with an interior minute insert. Did it with like colors so that it would line up nicely. Did a set of white Sea Urchin hands. Then I had a seconds hand that looked awesome. Had the red in it at the tip. Had a black base. I thought it looked awesome with it. Went well with the bezel insert. Then I just did a nice milled solid caseback to keep it clean. And I recently picked up some of these laser etched and painted preview buckles. Doesn't have the BVW on them, obviously, but they are very cool, and I thought that's a little classy. Might want to throw that on this. So that's the build, and it came out pretty awesome. So a reference on the loom. As well. Bezel will turn left. It'll turn right. It is on there extremely tight with a tension ring. Automatic mechanical. You've got a rotor in the back. So as you're moving, that rotor is moving around with you. Man, you're going to love this leather. It is so comfy. So as you're moving around, that rotor moves around and it keeps your watch wound. But before you put it on, you're going to want to wind it just a little bit before you set the time. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads till you hear it and feel it clicking. You'll notice you are off the crown tubes. So you can see you're not on there. You can now wind. And a wind is clockwise as you're looking at it. So you're going to be turning it away from you. Turning it towards you does not wind it, but it is a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and go back and forth than this maneuver, because I often start threading it back on. And if you stay connected and grabbing it, if you start threading it on, you can back it right back off in the next motion and then put a little tension on there to make sure you're off of it. You're not threading the tube like I just did. I went on and I pulled it back and then repositioned my hands, kind of pulling a little bit. So do that for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on. That'll keep your time throughout the day, but if you do it for a little bit longer like I did, you're going to max out your 31-hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it. You've got a slipping mainspring, so once it takes in the input it needs, it just deflects. It's not putting any additional pressure on that. So that's how you wind it. So when you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it to the one and only click. Make sure we were slightly threaded on. One and only click, you can now set your time. Does not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. You'll also notice you've got a wobble crown. This deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any adverse pressure on anything. Okay, Google, what time is it?
3:17 p.m.
3:17 p.m. When you're good, you're going to push it over, get it out of that time setting, and then wind it down. That is your build. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. We had some yellow mermaid beads in there, which went awesome with it. Threw in some reds, some silvers. Then my buddy just got a lasered slider box over to me. We just did the nice Porsche silhouette on here. This is going to come with watch cleaner. This is a foamer. Good on all glass and metal parts. Everything here in the center. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as your microfiber. Leather conditioner to keep that strap perfectly soft if you ever need it. Just apply it on the front and back, let it soak in, remove any excess. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's like Polywatch. It's for your acrylic glass because you can scratch it. But if you do, you'll use a tiny bit of this and your color matching microfiber to buff it out. Haze it a little bit, create some heat, polish it. If it's still there, just revisit it in a few minutes after that solidifies and try it again. So you're just building up what you've scratched out. So that's the build. If it's going to you, congrats. I hope you like it. This is the first of the different Porsches I'm going to be doing. So if you miss out on it, there will be others, but not any quite like this one. So this should be in the event tonight. So good luck. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.